What's up, guys? Welcome back to Trucker's Life. I'm Jorge Navarro. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you've already been subscribed, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys again for joining me one more time. And today is just going to be another trucker story, a story from my past. So as you guys I've told you guys before, I used to live in South Texas, and the reason I have these lights on is a little context to my story here. When I used to work down there, I used to we used to get harassed by police officers a lot. Now I understand that, you know, hey, there's drugs coming up, there's smuggling, people smuggling happening, there's all kinds of stuff happening, right? So I understand the situation. I understand why you need to get stopped and why you need to get searched. But the way that the Texas State Troopers do it sometimes, not only Texas State Troopers, a lot of other police officers that are from the South Texas area between McAllen and San Antonio on Highway, was that 281? And also on Highway 77 and 59 between Brownsville and Houston, Texas. Now, down in the Falfurrias area, Falfurrias, Texas, north of there, the cops are a little more, how would I say it, they would stalk you, and it got to the point where it got annoying. So what I'm talking about stalking you is that they would ride your the back, but right, if you were in the right lane, of course, which you had to be in the right lane, if you were in the right lane, they would ride the left lane and slightly behind the back of your trailer for miles on end. I'm talking about these guys, I checked at one time and it was like 10 miles with that copper right there in that same spot. What are you supposed to do, right? Like, you get an officer behind you, I don't care what anybody says. Some of you got nerves of steel, you don't get scared of anything, but even if you don't have nothing going on, you still get nervous. You got blue lights behind you, they're flashing. I mean, they're not flashing, you got a police officer back there that could potentially pull you over for anything, and you're trying, I mean, you get nervous, you start swerving maybe a little bit, and then that's the way they get you. But that's not how these guys work. They would just sit there and ride and ride. So I finally kind of got tired of it, right? It got kind of annoying. You know, if you're gonna pull me over and you want to search me, hey, go right ahead, knock yourself out, search whatever you want to search, just pull me over and get it over with. But these officers would not. So I got tired of it, and one day I just said, you know what, he was back there for a while. I was just like, just getting kind of upset, so I just pulled the truck over, put my turn signal on, my right turn signal on, went over to the shoulder, put my flashers on, and when he saw that, he aggressively got behind me. And he parked his vehicle, you know, put all the lights on and everything, and then walked up to the truck with a bit of an attitude. Now, this is not a video to be bashing police officers or nothing like that, but we can go to bad apples. This was kind of, it felt like it was a bad apple, I don't know. Or is that just the way that they're taught to do things? I don't know. And maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree, but it's just stories of my life. Well, anyways, he came up and he had an attitude. He was upset. Why did you pull over? I said, sir, with all due respect, you were there, you were riding the back of my trailer on the side. Either I could swerve because I'm nervous. Why are you nervous? Hold on, sir. Either I could swerve, get nervous, or run into you, or, you know, something else could happen. But why are you nervous? I said, sir, with all due respect, I'm not. I'm nervous because you're there. So why are you nervous if there's a police officer behind you? Well, just because you're there. I mean, you have the potential to be able to give me a ticket for anything you want. You could pull me over, give me a DOT inspection whenever you want, because this actually was a DOT officer, and you can do that whenever you want. You know, you can do it. I said, why don't you just, if you're gonna stop me, why don't you just light me up, pull me over, and get it over with? Why are we playing these games where you're gonna ride behind me for all this time? And he didn't really have nothing to say. He's like, well, do you have anything illegal? I said, I just told you, sir, if you want to pull me over and check anything that I have in my truck, sir, with all due respect, go right ahead, do what you got to do. I have nothing to hide. You can check the trailer, you can check the truck, whatever. Got nothing to hide. Did you put the seal on the back of the truck, sir? I did not load this truck. This truck was preloaded. There is a seal back there. It matches my paperwork. I already checked, because that's one thing. You go to a border town, make sure your paperwork always matches your seal. That way it protects you just in case somebody put something in there that you guys didn't know about. Always make sure that's done. Always when you go to a border town. So he went back there, he searched everything, and he said, I'm gonna open your trailer. Sure, sir, you can open my trailer, but you have to reseal it and you have to give me a new seal. And I need you to sign this paperwork saying that you're liable for anything that happens inside the load. If you're in there jumping around or whatever and something gets damaged, you're liable for it. Matter of fact, this was a Sony load, so I had a bunch of camcorders and electronics that was very expensive. So he went ahead and said, okay, fine, I'm gonna do it. So he signed my paperwork, went in there, jumped all over everything, looked, searched, everything that he could do, went in my truck, turned it inside out, searched everything under the hood. I mean, he searched the truck thoroughly, okay, and he didn't find anything. Well, you know, you gotta get upset. You gotta get upset, but at the same time, you're like, what do I gain for getting upset? What am I gaining? All he's gonna do is push his power around, and I have no power. I'm just a truck driver. So he ended up, you know, coming back, giving me everything. I said, sir, I can't leave. Why not? I'm telling you, you can leave. I said, no, you have to seal this trailer. You need a seal from you to seal this trailer and to put on this paperwork, that new seal number, because when I get to my shipper, these are expensive cameras and expensive equipment I have in here. So when I get to my receiver, and they ask me for the seal paperwork, it's not gonna match. There's gonna be a huge problem. A lot of money back there. Fine, he got upset. He went back to his truck, came back. All right, come back here so we can seal this trailer. So went back there, he sealed the trailer, and he actually put a heck of a seal back there, because when I delivered the load, we had to get some big old locks to unlock it. But the important thing, that the seal was put on there and the seal matched my paperwork. Then he signed everything. So sorry about that, my video cut off. Anyways, yeah, just make sure that whenever you do get pulled over by one of these, by any officer or any law enforcement, and they open up your trailer, make sure you get that seal. Make sure you get it resealed, because when you get to your receiver, to your customer, and they see that things don't match, you can get into quite of a predicament there, or you get pulled over by another officer and those seals don't match as well. You can also get into another predicament. So just make sure you take care of that and get that done. But guys, this was not a video to bash police officers. I think that 90% of police officers that are out there are great, awesome, you know, people doing their job. There is that 10%, I think, that are doing terrible things, but it is what it is. That's for another video. We're not going to get into nothing like that. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell, and hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be doing probably a few more of these, you know, later on, later dates, and I enjoy telling you guys these stories, and some of you guys enjoy hearing these stories. So just another story from a trucker out here on the road. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.